Ooh, I could proliferate. Ha ha ha. Hello everyone, it's the Gray Goose, and today on our random daily deck tech red Thursday, we drew up the colors of Temur. So, it's been a minute since I posted a Temur Adventures or Clover variant. This one's a little bit different take on it. It's just an uber greedy ramp type. So let me just dive down into the deck here a little bit for you, and then we'll get right into the gameplay. Alright, so first off, we'll see that we have kind of the standard package here with your Fae of Wishes ×4. We have your Aether Gust. There's a lot more red and green standard throughout this meta these days, so I put 2 of them in the main. We got some Growth Spiral action. You got to have that to ramp out. Some Lucky Clovers, of course. Now you may be wondering, well, besides the Fae of Wishes here, what are we going to use this Lucky Clover on and try and get some benefit out of it, huh? Well, they're coming along here too, don't worry. Hydroid Krasis, he's kind of like your end game here. You're going to ramp out absurdly high. You want to cast him, even if he's countered in these days. There's a lot of counters. You get most of the benefit. You get the card gain. You get the life gain, okay? So you're winning the attrition war if they're countering you out because you're gaining advantage card-wise while they're losing. You got your Brazen Borrowers, just 2 of, because while their adventure side is somewhat decent with the bounce and all that, a lot of things these days you kind of don't want to bounce. Say, for example, Teferi 3. If you bounce it, well, he gets to cast it again and gain another card. So there's good targets out there, but there's also bad. You know, cats you can't really hit because of the whole Witch's Oven and all that and the recursion. Bone Crusher Giant, he's one of your best ones that you want to pop off with all your Lucky Clovers. Think about it. Technically, you could have 4 of these Lucky Clovers. You cast one of the Stomps, and you're doing 10 damage for 2 CMC. Not to mention, you can spread that damage out 2 per target times 5, essentially. Nissa, who shakes the world, ×4. She's just great. She beats down people with her lands. She gives you insane value with the double forest mana. Not to mention she buys you time with blockers on the board with Vigilance. And we got 1 of Escape to the Wilds. Now you might want to put a second one in here. Maybe something instead of an Aether Gust main board. Or maybe 1 less of the Krasis with all the other card draw you got from this. But the value you get with this 1 card alone is absolutely massive. You get to play an additional land, so you're ramping, but also you're going to get 5 cards that you're able to play extra between this turn and the next turn. 4 of Beanstalk Giant, once again, super great with your Lucky Clover. If you can even get 1 Clover down in Fertile Footsteps just once, you're already super ahead of the competition. Not to mention, near the mid to late game, he's just a massive creature. Unfortunately, he doesn't really have any other keywords associated with him. No Trample, no Vigilance, no Reach. But in a pinch, he can easily win you the game. Or, part of our sideboard here, you can just fling him. So this guy gets absolutely massive. We have 27 lands in this deck here. We have 27 lands in this deck here. We have 1 of the Castle Vantress. We have a decent smattering here of the basic lands for whatever reason we might need them. We don't have any Fabled Passage in this deck. We have some Scries here that'll help, and Shocks, of course. And probably my most favorite part of the whole Temur Clover Adventure package, if you will, with the Fae of Wishes is the sideboard. Look at this. It's almost 15 unique cards, and each one of these cards are massively awesome. There's the only thing that there's 3 of is Mystical Dispute, and I heavily argue that if you find yourself going up against a blue player, you just swap these 2 Aether Gusts out. You put in these Mystical Dispute and maybe 1 less, say for example Brazen Borrower, because as I mentioned, especially blue, you think they're not going to be playing as much creatures overall. You know, they're more backhand heavy, so you're not really going to be bouncing too much. And what they put on the board, like a Teferi 3, you don't necessarily want to bounce because they'll bounce right back and gain more card value. Sinful Stroke maybe too. But essentially you're using the Fae of Wishes to grab whatever you need at that moment. And if you're using the Lucky Clover, you're grabbing multiple things. Maybe what you need and then what you want, you know what I mean? And Fling is awesome. You attack with this giant, for example, say he's a 7/7, and you get a 7 in. Well, then for 2 CMC, you get 7 more. There's 14. He's probably dead at that point. All these cards just so much value, you know. Destroy, artifact, enchantment, instant speed. If for some reason you know what card he has and he wants to play and you get a disdainful stroke in your hand, well, then there you go. He can't play that card. Sorcerous Spyglass, just great at shutting certain things down. Planeswalkers, etc. Flame Sweeps, good against aggro. Pulse of Marasa. This is like one of my favorite, if not the favorite. It's 3 CMC instant, and it gives you a target creature or land, but just creatures is all we care about. Back from the graveyard to its owner's hand. You gain 6 life. 6 life for 3 CMC instant, plus you can get your Crisis back. You can get your Fae back. You know, 1 Fae with multiple clovers, you're double dipping, triple dipping again. So the amount of potential upswing for this one card alone is absolutely massive. Escape to the Wilds, your second copy here if you really need it. Chandra, just an endgame finisher, can't be countered, blue decks, etc. Plane Wide, absolutely amazing. It can give you, it's a win condition in and of itself. You can get 4 permanents back from your graveyard to your hand if you want, 4 Crisis or whatever. You can gain 16 life. You can proliferate 4 times, and you can choose any combination of them. It's just so powerful. Expansion Explosion, massive damage, massive card draw, just insane. Not to mention with mass manipulation as well, you're going to be ramped out so hard. Take whatever you want, and all of them if you want them. We are on the draw, and we can't keep this, unfortunately. This, we definitely will, though. I'm hoping I can get some sort of ramp here up to the Escape to the Wilds, because our options would be limitless at that point. We'll see what we draw. Ooh, goody, goody, goody. Let's go ahead and get our guaranteed red down in case I get a untapped land next turn that I don't have to shock in. It's the goose. It's the goose. The Gusta. Well, we'll go ahead. Lucky Clover. There's something to be said for shocking the goose right away, but especially with this Lucky Clover, I'm going to be able to just boing, 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 boing all the things he puts down. All the things. Yes, sirree. We're going to wait one more turn. You ready? One more turn. Because then I can deal 6 damage, and that would just be absurd. Let's see if we can make this one cry and leave. Shocked it to 4, maybe 5. What do we got? Nissa? Big? Curse King? Okay, 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 okay. So what's he go up to? 5, right? Just 5? Is he gonna sack the Goosey? Get loose? Lando? Ooh, controversial. Controversial. So we are threatened just a little bit here, but he is down to 3 lands. 3, just 3. And I can even whoosh him back. I can whoosh the dude. Yeah, this is kind of spooksy. All right. Well, he drew, what was that? 2 cards, 1 card? I don't know. I think just 1. So we kill off the Corvold. He's at 3 lands. Unfortunately, I can't get that spillover damage to do anything here. So we're looking at, yeah. Whoosh! Whoosh! Escape to the Wilds next turn. Ooh, that's so good. Let's go. Let's go. So what do you got for 4 mana, dude? You definitely can't Corvold again. Could like Vraska and then kill the Clover? Sure. Escape to the Wilds is so good. Are you gonna goose me to death? Where's your cats? Where's your cats? Where's your combos? Hey, it's Thrashing, and he has 1 left over. Is he gonna immediately do it? Yeah. Because Clovers are powerful in that as soon as you cast the spell, you automatically get the benefit. So he had to blow it all there. And, this is a bit degenerate, but I think I'm gonna. And, yeah. And I get to put 1 homie down. Ready? 1, 2. Oh man, look at that. Alright, so let's hope he doesn't like land into Corvold again, because that would be a little bit intimidating to try and handle. You know, there's the Vraska though.
I lead the Golgari now. side. It seems fortune favors you.
Fortune favors you. Let me scry first. What are we looking at? Beanstalk. 3 for 5. That's unfortunate. Oh well. With our lucky clover here and a beanstalk, those two alone just make me a happy person. We'll scry again. Oh yes, yes, yes. So much value we're looking at this next turn. Yep. This is good. I'll be able to dump a lot of these cards down too. The Bone Crush Giant, he is safe. He won't expire. The Beanstalk Giant, I think we're gonna go ahead and do right away. Start getting that value train. What do I want? What's gonna kill that Planeswalker? Probably nothing, right? Let's play our Fae and see if we can kill this Vraska somehow. I don't think I can. Oh man, this is just too good. This is too good. We have to think though that he might have another Corvold, which is kind of spooksy. But we have... yeah, we're good. We got enough for a mass manip. We got enough for the manip sizzle. I could play a land, Growth Spiral, but this is only from my hand. Whatever. Let's put this down first. Well, I wish I would have known that. But whatever. Vraska it is. Well, that's spooky. That is a bit on the spooksy side. So he's going to target my blue lands. Oh man, he can casualties. No, he can't even casualties yet. Look at that. Oh, dude. So he sacrificed it because he knows what's up. And yeah. We do this for 1. Here we go. Auto. And then I think we just go for damage, right? Let's go for damage. Let's see if he draws a land. 3. I bet he did, because they have a fair amount of lands in that deck. So we're gonna have to survive through 2 casualties, but that's his entire turn. He's obviously gonna kill the Corvold here, and the Clover, and probably the Vantress. So, but we have more threats. We have Faes. We have Beanstalk Giants. Like, he is going to get punished for playing these, even though he's getting insane value from them, right? Yeah. So here it comes. I can do this and this. So now it's like, well, he has to kill the Beanstalk Giant, right? So this is just Jund sacrifice with casualties thrown in. This is not the mid-range deck I was thinking of yesterday, which actually looked like a fun deck. Whereas this just looks boring, the usual blase blase. Oh, I'm 1 off from lethal. I want to hold this back kind of because I have Fling, I have Expansion Explosion. I don't think I had anything in my sideboard here that would guarantee victory, but I think I'm in a pretty safe position here. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, do your thing. Okay. Alright, so looking like lethal. It is. He's a dreamer. I'll give him that. I'll give him that. Woo! Yeah. Alright, so we got him down. Just he was a stubborn one. I don't think we need to change anything here. Mystical Dispute. Something to be said about that, but hopefully he just doesn't chain into Casualties of War again. So greedy and so lucky to do that. Alright, game 2, we're on the draw. He mulliganed down. I kind of like this with the growth spiral. Not to mention I can bounce something, even if it's like a food token, sometimes that's worth. If he's counting on the food to like ramp out or whatever. Probably Goose. So we do have kitties. Alrighty then. We have the kitties. Nothing turn 1 for us here. Let's see if he puts down like a oven or something. Yep. Alright. So, the fun has begun here. I like that. We're gonna choose to ramp out. We have some nice cards here, especially the Colossus. So we want to absolutely ramp it out. In the meantime, we just keep getting pinged down by Kitty. And the turns that take 10 years. Alright. I wonder if there's been any combos like this in the past in Standard. I'm sure there were. I'm sure some of you guys know, like, some of the combos back in the past. Like, I've only played since Arena, really. That would take forever on each turn. There's gotta be. Magic's history is very long and windy. What do you got here? My turn. Okay. So maybe like a Murderous Rider here or something. I don't know. Ooh, I'm liking that clover. Yes, I am. I'm liking that clover. So, yeah, I just played this. With the Bone Crusher Giant, yeah, he could have like a Return to Nature here or something too, which is fine. Next. So with the Brazen Borrower, it would be nice to be able to bounce his food token, but I think he goes around the whole instant speed interaction. Like if I were to put it on the stack that I wanted to bounce that, he'd just instantly sacrifice it. So I can't really do that. But I like having Aether Gust here. That's a nice like tempo gain for us here. Till we can get to these massive cards like Nissa potentially next turn. It would stop him from attacking into me, blah blah blah. Maybe he's just chilling on some Casualties of War. Yeah, we'll go ahead and bounce him. I don't want to lose my Lucky Clover just yet. I was hoping to save that for Casualties of War, but I want to try and get some value out of this one way or the other. Unfortunate that that is a slow land. I'll go ahead and keep that on top, just more. Let's go ahead and get a body on the board, stop taking damage. We gain 1 life, we gain 1 card. It just ensures that we keep hitting our lands, which we absolutely have to do here. He'll be able to Thrashing plus Sacrifice, and that basically is his whole turn. Sadly, we won't get any value from our Clover just yet then, but we can start Nissa-ing out. And with the flyer, with the 3/3, well, the land won't be able to attack. It'll get chump blocked for days from the Cauldron Familiar, but the Colossus can start poking. Alright, so that was his whole turn. At least we got a blocker for our Nissa here now with the lands. Plus we'll be able to start scrying pretty quickly. Alright, so is he waiting on 1 more land for Casualties? What's going on? Oh man, we just barely missed it, didn't we? Let's get Nissa down. I would love to get a lot of value out of this Fae of Wishes, you know.
I will protect the virtue.
I'm choosing the island here. The forest gets me the most value, but I don't want it to be susceptible to being a target. Alright, so we'll swing in. There we go. So, starting next turn, assuming he doesn't have like a massive Casualties, we'll be going wide with our lands. We can start going around the cat and dealing pretty decent amount of damage. Is it land and casualties though? That's the only question. If it is, that sets us behind a fair notch. It is not. Let's see if he plays anything else. Do I even care to bounce that back? Do I? I think I do. Before the food is down, I'm bouncing it. Okay. So he's holding on to the murders. Very good. Oh well. He is completely out of his land. He can't play the Trail of Crumbs again. Let's Fae of Wish for something good here. I think that's going to be the play. Do I care to Beanstalk Giant? I could just get flyers in the air, honestly. So that might be the play. I just want to start dealing damage, I guess. Let me look at this. What's it gonna cast for? And then we get a blue or whatever. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. So we're ramping out a little bit here, which is also relevant in case we start looking at a Casualties of War coming down. I want to be able to Brazen Borrower. We have to get damage on the board. It's scary any way you look at it. Massacre Girl, Casualties of War. He's got me down to 12. It's just going to keep slowly going over time with this darn cat. Yeah, he's trying to filter through so he can hit his power spikes. Casualties, Massacre Girl. Trail of Crumbs, just not going to do it. It's not good enough. So he's going to gain a ton of cards here. It's pretty scary. He's going to gain 2 cards, right? Doing this twice. Or is he just going to put him down now? That's fine. Alright. So we'll start getting in for some damage in the air. Our island alone can hold off all these guys. Okay. We have a Bone Crusher Giant too, so depending on what he chooses to do here, right? Alright, so he's sacrificing it. Right. Now, how do I want to do this? Beanstalk Giant. I think I need a Fae for something in particular. The only question is going to be what? Let me look at this real quick. Alright, whatever. Let's consider... So, Sorcerer Spyglass is good. Oh man, we're going to escape to the wild. That's the play. Heck yeah, it is. Do I care to shock this in for anything? I don't think I do, right? I don't think I do. He has to rip a Massacre Girl off the top. And I'm not counting on him to do it. That's more damage. Escape to the wild, Bone Crusher Giant. Like I could escape into maybe like a Clover, lands, Bone Crusher Giant, Stomp Stomp. Yeah. So he's burning his lands. There's a Mayhem Devil. That'll work. It's not a Casualties of War, but I mean, he'll be able to start pinging things down. The Brazen Borrower's first to go, then probably the Crisis. So he's going all in right now with that. Okay, I'm pretty sure he could clear off the Crisis, but we have blockers, so he can't attack. It's all about the stupid cat. He's going face with it? Alright, whatever. So luckily he's still just drawing lands. I feel like that won't last for much longer for us, so he's going to get something good off the top. Let's escape. Oh, that's some good stuff right there. It sure is. I have to survive till next turn for this Crisis. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Let's get him out of the way. He's gonna be on top. We know that. Yep. And there's nothing really worth doing this here for. I think we're just going in with the island right here. Next turn, biggest crisis on God's green earth, right? So we have to we have to not let him do 8 damage somehow, which I think is going to be fine. And then we just massive. 3, 6, 9. So we're looking at a 10 crisis, which will be 8. Which will be 8. All right. So what does he draw? That's actually really important. Really important here. He's gonna get something big one of these days. He did kill off our 1/1, which is worth noting. But we have a 2/2 into a 3/3, so yeah, the board gets completely wiped if we see a. And that Vraska is threatening too, because there goes our Hydroid Crisis when it gets down, right? She's gonna, yeah, +2 for sure, and sacrifice something. Yeah. But this puts us out of range of being able to kill it easily with our flyers. Okay. So he's just hoping for the penguin at this point. Right. We don't have our lucky clover still yet, which is unfortunate. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think he can just ping me down to death here. Yeah, I think he could have, but he didn't. Alright. We skipped the turn. So we survived, and now it's all about if we can survive again. He's all out of his extra foods, worth noting. And with what we have on the board here, he's not going to be able to push any damage through with his creatures. Oh, alright, so that's game. So he just got out ahead of us with the cat really early on. Yeah, that just did so much work. Let's just go again. Alright, so we got a lucky clover early on with the Fae of Wishes. I'm liking this. We got some ramp too. Ooh! That's looking good. We're on the play. He mulled down to 6. He got out with the cats early last round. What a good guy. What a good match. Interactive and fun. Okay. So lucky clover this early is actually epic, along with 3 adventure creatures. Looking pretty busted, not gonna lie. So what's he got? Trail of Crumbs. So he has his engine starting to get online pretty good here. Pretty good here. Let's go ahead and start ramping. We'll get, I don't know, 1 more red, 1 more blue. Red. Yeah, we'll get a green. Just more green for more mana overall. And then I think I'm just gonna start bullying him a little bit. I don't want him to like be able to ramp out with the food, plus like have access to that for his Trail of Crumbs engine. I think we probably just got out ahead of him here because we're already going to be able to Nissa plus Aether Gust or whatever we choose. Hey, it's threshing. Is there a way I can get rid of him? He would have to come down like that, right? Yeah. Alright, so value right here. Just go ahead and get 2 wishes. Sure. Let's get 2 wishes. And we're going to be at 6. That's Chandra if we want, right? Return to nature. Just all good stuff. Chandra, yeah. All good stuff. So we do this. Yeah. Shut his engine off right away. So he can attack, and then for 1 mana, get rid of. He would have 3 left over. He could like Mayhem Devil. I don't see his red yet though. That's probably what he's grabbing. Maybe it's a Murderous Rider plus... Okay, whatever, dude. So attack plus that, it puts him down to 2. We have Chandra, so we start the burn. Yeah, we start the burn. There's no other good play here. I mean, there's no other best play. Like, if he wants to blow his load with a Murderous Rider, he can do that. That is fine by me. He has a long way to go to get me down. Let's keep the land on top. Yeah, we just have so many good cards. Like, we need all the lands to play them. So, much like the kitties, we are starting to tick him down slowly. So he's not quite at 6. Maybe that's what he's hoping for. Just push through and win with damage like that. I'm keeping this Aether Gust open for sure now that we're almost at 6. Yes, I am. Woo! Alright. So I think we won. There's nothing really he can do to stop this, it looks like. He would have already Murderous Rider at I think. Let's put him down, and then we have enough for our Aether Gust still. So this is red and green. Alright. So now he's taking some burn. Maybe he's hoping for the biggest... Whatever, dude. Biggest casualties of war ever. Boom, boom. Casualties, Aether Gust, and Seed. Go. Shocked it in. Woo! It's such a powerful spell. Well, I was wrong about the casualties, wasn't I? And yeah, man, I could have missed it there. I'm not even paying attention. It doesn't matter. I'll watch him burn after what he did to me with the cats. All right, Corvold, you gonna count on your food here to somehow save you, get you one more turn. I have freaking 12 loyalty Chandra. Jeez, oh man. Massive. So this is just him, I don't know, grieving us because he should have been dead. Alright, good game. Hey there guys, one more match coming right up, but just to remind you, if you're new to the channel, please like or subscribe if you want to see another random daily deck tech every day. I post a video daily. Catch you guys tomorrow. Alright guys, so we're here with our Temur Clover deck, and we are on the draw. We have a nice looking opening hand here though. We can Breeding Pool, we can Lucky Clover. Kind of curious to what he wants to play first. Turn 2, we could ramp it to a turn 4 card, essentially. Yeah, we just need more lands though. 2 Nissa is unfortunate. Golgari, huh? Maybe it's that mid-range deck that I saw some of yesterday. That's like Casualties of War ×4 with the Life Link Death Touch Rat Dog thing. Well, I said dog because I'm seeing the Cerberus here, but Lightlink Prowler or whatever. Maybe just Golgari food or Jund food. We still only have... This is unfortunate. We'll just hold. We'll just hold. I don't think getting the Lucky Clover out first is necessarily the move. I'd rather get more card draw and more ramp to play more. If I put the Clover out there, there's no way I would get to Fae this next turn. Okay. So definitely Jundo. Let's scry it up. I mean, I have my 5 lands here, so... Yeah, boy. So if I play this, I could still Growth Spiral. That is the play. Alright, so the damage is going to start coming in here. Yeah, it is. It sure is. I've hit basically none of my cards except for the Fae. Oh, let's not have 2 of those, please. Faye's gonna be good here and can chump block for at least one turn maybe, but with the two Mayhem Devils, we're about to get riggedy wrecked. One more land and we're looking at a nice Chandra wipe here. Put the Chandra down though, and I -3, and then the Mayhem Devils just sacrifice like basically one thing, and it doesn't even matter anymore. This is definitely going to be the play. This is value. This is what we call insane value here. Ridiculous, ridiculous. Chandra. So there's a board clear. So I'm only at 6, and I only want to count on having 6. Return to Nature is definitely good. Might as well, since I have 3 I'm picking. And then do I want Escape to the Wilds? Is that the play? I don't have enough mana really to make Mass Manipulation work super well. Same with Expansion Explosion. It looks like maybe Escape to the Wilds. It's probably going to be Chandra here. He's going to push a lot of damage through. Health down to 9. But he could even do more here. Like he could sacrifice one land. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could be down to 5 essentially. Down to 5, okay? Yeah, down to 5 it is. Yep, I have to. I guess I could have Beanstalk Giant first. That... Yeah, that would have been the play, guys. Whoops. Alright. So if I'm doing this, is he going to kill the Chandra and then me? I guess he's going to kill the Chandra and then poke a couple in my eye. But yeah, you want to play that first. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because I could do it next turn for the same value. Alright, well, he's burning through a lot of his stuff here. He's getting some card value though, that's for sure. But getting rid of 2 Mayhem Devils, that's crucial. He won't have a lot of hasty boys in this deck, so I think we're starting to stabilize.
Check out these fireworks.
Alright, so he just got 1 damage onto our face. Massy, not good enough. Not good enough. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Here we go. I'm just getting 1 of each because Temur colors represent. I guess I could go ahead and do this. Seems okay. Return to Nature seems just fine here, right? Yeah. Get rid of 1 of those so he can't start coming back super hard here. I could shock this in. Play him. And then I have a Fae down as well. So how's he gonna get this last 2 damage in on me, huh? Because next turn I can bounce back the Fae, and then I can get like a Pulse of Marasa, and then just start the chain all over again, essentially. So basically he has to attack the Nissa unless he can find a way to do 2 damage to my face, which he can't. He's trying to draw for something. It's not gonna work though. Nope. Alright, so cats could be away. Yeah, that's true. I have so much mana here though. The discarding 2 sounds pretty sad news, bad news. But the thing is, oh, I don't even have to. Look at that. Just devastating. Just devastating. Look at this, a 2 health versus 26 health. Bet he concedes right here. He should. That's the power of the freaking clovers. Woohoo! Wah! Wah, wah, wah. He's like, oh man, we were so close. Well, alright. Close counts and horseshoes and hand grenades. But this ain't that. Oh no. So he wants to see it through. Alright, fam. Let's go. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then I can tap for up to 15 mana here. We're looking at 15 mana, fam. Alright. Cool. So we're going to get Plain Wine Celebration. Here we go. He's salty. He's just a bit on the salt side. Sprinkle it in. So yeah, I don't have near enough blues right now to mass manipulation. So we're going to pull some Marasa as well. That's just for the health at this point. I don't even have a creature. And then last but not least, a expansion explosion. Sure. Oh, we're going to use this. This is a play. We want to... Ooh, I could proliferate. Ha ha ha. There's just so many ways to win. Temur Clover is awesome. So, we don't really need our mystical